at Citi Field, standing next to Randy from Read the Apple and Deshaun Kenny from Twitter at Deshaun Kenny. We're in the Promenade Club, and just as it was going through, I got threatened by Randy not to leave. He actually fashioned a plastic knife into a switchblade and told me I wasn't leaving. So yeah, as soon as the game was over, I ran out and I shot video.
I was actually at a bowling tournament, and I was following the game a little bit on Twitter. I had gotten to the bowling alley early enough because my only concern that day was how the Mets fans treated Beltran. So as soon as the game had started, I ran into the bar, watched the nice little ovation. I was happy about that. And then went out, I started the tournament. Started seeing the tweets about what was going on. I started checking in a little bit here and there. And then I saw a tweet from Ruben that had mentioned Johan's pitch count. So I ran into the bar because it had mentioned about maybe Collins not bringing him back out. So I went to see that he started the inning, and I decided that that's it. I am shutting my phone off. I'm putting everything away. I am going to watch, the game when
You can actually believe it. I was at the game.
Nice.
I couldn't believe it. It was a last-minute thing. I was with my brother and my nephew, and we were sitting in section 123. And about the 5th inning is when I realized it was 0-0-0, and I was like, wow, this is not going to happen. And every single game, it's funny. Every single game I watch, I always say when an opposing team gets a hit, I'm always like, oh, there goes the no-hitter. There goes. I always say it. And this time I'm like, wow, I haven't said it yet. And it was about the 7th inning is when it became really real for me, and I couldn't believe that I was actually living. I was going to live history, and I was actually watching it live. It was amazing.
All right, so I was actually making dinner with my girlfriend, and we were cooking and watching the game. Started, put it on at like 7 o'clock, and Apple was watched from the 1st and 5th inning. All right, and then we were actually gonna go out with a lot of my buddies. We were gonna go out to the city that night. So I missed the 5th and the 7th inning, and I had to pick my friends up, and it was taking a long time. I put it on the radio. They were like, I heard Howie Rose say, Santana has no hits through 6 innings. I got a little excited, so I called my friend, well, let's go. We have to go watch the game. Get to my buddy's house. He just got a brand new 80-inch TV. 80 inches, yeah, you can't imagine what that looks like. It's crazy. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching the game.
I was sitting up in section 513 here, Citi Field. Nights like that are reasons why I try not to miss games. Especially something as historic as that. I wanted to be here, and I'm glad it was at home in front of our fans.
I have to admit this, I was in the Promenade Club. That's right, I wussed out because it was cold and the wife was cold. I was like, we'll go to the Promenade Club. What are we going to miss? No big deal. So that's where I was in the Promenade Club. Have you ever been in the Promenade Club? You can see about a third of the field, and then the rest is on delay. So when something happens, you got like half of the place is watching the field, the other half is watching the TV, so everybody reacts to everything twice. Keith is behind me. It's ridiculous. But I was, and by the way, Media Goon and that Sean Kenny, or the Sean Kenny on Twitter, both also in the Promenade Club, who didn't want to sit in the cold.
When Baxter hurt himself against the wall.
Okay.
Because, I'm a Stanner. He went to Malloy like I did, just had that connection. So
honestly, it probably wasn't until the 8th inning was over, because I was at Easter when Nice brought it to the 7th.
But the 7th inning is when I said it really happened.
Yeah.
4th or 5th inning is when I said, wow, I need to sit in my seat and don't move anywhere. But yeah, about the 7th inning, I said this could actually happen, and I didn't move. I did not get up. I stayed where I was and watched the game.
I got in the car and I heard Howie Rose.
Yeah.
I heard his signature voice. That was like, he's got no hits through 6. I was like, I knew it was something special that we could keep this up, because dude was doing really good. He had 4 or 6 RBIs on the night, and I really knew we had to get to my house, my friend's house right away.
Yeah.
And just really just watch this game, and I got there in the bottom of 7th, top of 7th. 8th, 9th, it was nerve-wracking. It was adrenaline running through my veins, I tell you that.
I was thinking about the 5th,
okay.
And then Baxter made that crazy catch, and it was kind of like, I don't know, I felt like right from then on, like we were going to see it, because like that catch really like saved the night for Johan, and obviously the way he pitched, you know, was what was spectacular about the night. But it was crazy, and I was going nuts.
When we got to the ninth was like the real time, but the funny thing is in the fifth, I went to this guy and I said, I was like, oh, you know, he was at 75 pitches or something in the fifth. I was like, you know, we can't leave the Promenade Club now because if what's happening continues to happen, we can't leave. And so that was the first time we talked about it, and sure enough. But it wasn't until the ninth when I turned to him, I was like, has anybody ever even been this close since Seaver? And no one had.
What happened?
Well, I'll tell you what, I was a little nervous through the eighth. I still thought that, you know, maybe not. When he got Holiday out real quick, when he bounced back on Craig, I was like, it's happening. That's it. We got it. He's going to make history. When he fell behind 3-0 on Freese and they panned over to Molina, I instantly thought that it's over. Molina's going to get up and he's going to once again break my heart. And I didn't know. I almost felt like it was over. I almost didn't want to watch. And then he threw that get-me-over fastball. He went 3-1. When he went 3-2, you knew the changeup was coming and Freese had no shot.